The first step out of the illusion is honesty. Brutal honesty. Admit what you feel without judging it. You're not fragile for feeling fear. You're fragile when you refuse to face it. Masculine energy matures through confrontation, internal confrontation. When you stop running from your shadow, it stops controlling you. That's when presence begins to emerge. Imagine this: a storm outside, wind tearing through the trees. Everyone runs for cover. But one man stands still, watching, breathing. He's not resisting the storm. He's part of it. That stillness, that grounded awareness, is power. The illusion of strength dies the moment you realize you don't need to perform it. You just need to return to yourself, to your breath, to your body, to the space between reactions. From that place, you don't need to chase respect. Respect comes naturally, because people feel the difference between noise and depth, between posturing and presence. So ask yourself right now, how much of your life is a performance? How often do you act confident instead of being connected? How many times have you chosen control over truth? If the answer hurts, good. Pain is the doorway. Every illusion cracks from the inside. When you stop faking strength, real strength finally has space to appear. And that's where your transformation begins. Not in becoming more, but in releasing what's false. You don't have to prove anything anymore. You just have to be. There's a moment in every man's life when the mask starts to crack. When all the pretending, all the proving, all the control stops working. You feel it like a quiet collapse inside. It's not always dramatic. Sometimes it's a subtle emptiness. The kind that doesn't shout but whispers, something's missing. You've built the image, the habits, the outer structure. But inside there's a silence that doesn't feel peaceful. It feels hollow. You wake up, do what's expected, and yet there's no fire. That's the collapse. Most men mistake that emptiness for failure. They think, I must not be trying hard enough. I need more discipline, more goals, more women, more success. But that's the illusion feeding itself. Because what you're missing isn't outside of you. It's you. Let me tell you something hard to hear. The more you chase validation, the more you train your nervous system to depend on it. Every like, every compliment, every woman's attention, it becomes a dose. And like any addiction, the dose stops working. So you chase more. And when it's gone, you crash. This is the emotional cycle that breaks men silently. It's not the pain that destroys you. It's the avoidance of pain. Because every time you run from emptiness, you reinforce it. You teach yourself that who you are isn't enough without noise, without attention, without someone watching. That's why you feel drained after trying to impress. That's why you can be surrounded by people and still feel alone. That's the price of living disconnected from your own presence. The truth is, validation feels powerful only to the man who doesn't believe in himself. And that's the wound. Not the lack of success, but the lack of self-recognition. When you stop chasing validation, something terrifying happens at first. You feel the void. You feel the silence that you've been avoiding for years. And that silence will scare you, because it's the sound of your real self calling you back. The ego will resist. It will tell you you're losing control, that you're becoming irrelevant, invisible. It will panic. Let it. That's the detox. Sit with it. Don't rush to fill the silence.